Surah 17. I'll have more commentary in this one than I've been having because verse 1 and 60 are particularly important criterions of belief. Now, people have different beliefs about this 17, the night journey, but it's believed nonetheless that he went from al-Masjid al-Haram to al-Masjid al-Aqsa, which is Mount Moriah. So Mecca to Mount Moriah. And, then we're told about it again. And we're told about the Israelites coming to power twice. And the Jews came to power twice too, but that's actually over with. What we have, what's being talked about here. But anyways, Surah 17, the night journey. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, glory be to him who carried his servant by night from the sacred temple to the temple that is more remote, whose precinct we have blessed, that we might show him of our signs, for he is the hearer, the seer. And if you look at what's narrated, some is fabricated, but there's more narrated about this one experience of Prophet Muhammad than the entirety of the time before he was prophet. So 40 years, far less is narrated. And nothing has so much said about it as this particular night. I mean, no incident, no. And we gave the book to Moses, and ordained it for a guidance to the children of Israel, that ye take no other guardian than me. O posterity of those whom we bear with Noah, he truly was a grateful servant. And we solemnly declared to the children of Israel in the book, twice surely will ye enact crimes in the earth, and with great loftiness of pride will ye surely be uplifted. So when the menace for the first crime came to be inflicted, we sent against you our servants, endued with terrible prowess, and they searched the innermost parts of your abodes, and the menace was accomplished. Then we gave you the mastery over them in turn, and increased you in wealth and children, and made you a most numerous host. We said, if ye do well, to your own behoof will ye do well, and if ye do evil, against yourselves will ye do it. And when the menace for your latter crime came to be inflicted, then we sent an enemy to sadden your faces, and to enter the temple as they entered it at first, and to destroy with utter destruction that which they had conquered. Haply your Lord will have mercy on you, but if ye return, will we return. And we have appointed hell, the prison of the infidels. Misbelievers. Verily this Koran guideth that which is most upright, and it announceth to the believers, who do the things that are right, that for them is a great reward, and that for those who believe not in the life to come, we have got ready a painful punishment. Man prayeth for evil as he prayeth for good, for man is hasty. We have made the night and the day for two signs. The sign of the night do we obscure, but the sign of the day cause we do shine forth, that ye may seek plenty from your Lord, and that ye may know the number of the years and the reckoning. And we have made everything distinct by distinctiveness, and every man's fate have we fastened about his neck. And on the day of resurrection will we bring forth to him a book which shall be proffered to him wide open. Read thy book. There needeth none but thyself to make an account against thee on this day. For his own good shall the guided yield to guidance, and to his own loss only shall the erring err, and the heavy laden shall not be laden with another's load. We never punished until we had first sent an apostle. And when we willed to destroy a city, to its affluent ones did we address our bidding. But when they acted criminally, therein just was its doom, and we destroyed it with an utter destruction. And since Noah, how many nations had we exterminated? And of the sins of his servants thy Lord is sufficiently informed, observant, who chooseth this quickly passing life. Quickly will we bestow therein that which we please, even on him whom we choose. Afterward we will appoint
hell for him, in which he shall burn disgraced outcast.
But who chooseth the next life, and striveth after it, as it should be striven for, being also a believer, these their striving shall be grateful to all, both to these and those will we prolong the gifts of thy Lord. For not to any shall the gifts of thy Lord be denied. See how we have caused some of them to excel others. But the next life shall be greater in its grades, and greater in excellence. Set not up another God with God, lest thou sit thee down disgraced, helpless. Thy Lord hath ordained that ye worship none but him, and kindness to your parents, whether one or both of them attain to old age with thee, and say not to them, Fie, neither reproach them, but speak to them, both with respectful speech, and differ humbly to them out of tenderness, and say, Lord, have compassion on them both, even as they reared me when I was little. Your Lord well knoweth what is in your souls, whether ye be righteous, and gracious is he to those who return to him. And to him who is of kin render his due, and also to the poor, and to the wayfarer, yet waste not wastefully.
For the wasteful are brethren of the Satans, and Satan was ungrateful to his Lord.
But if thou turn away from them, while thou thyself seekest boons from thy Lord, for which thou hopest, at least speak to them with kind speech, and let not thy hand be tied up to thy neck, nor yet open it with all openness. Yet thou sit thee down in rebuke, in beggary. Verily thy Lord will provide with open hand for whom he pleaseth, and will be sparing. His servants doth he scan, inspect. Kill not your children for fear of want. For them and for you will we provide. Verily killing them is a great wickedness. And some refer this to the issue of abortion. Are you aborting the child because you fear not being able to provide for it? And of course, as you may know, abortion in America, China, India, Russia, and maybe not all countries, but certainly a bunch of other countries, targets the female. So abortion technically is a prejudice against females. Kill not your children for fear of want, for them and for you will we provide. Verily, killing of them is a great wickedness. Have not to do with adultery, for it is a foul thing and an evil way. Neither slay anyone whom God hath forbidden you to slay, unless for just cause. You know, God hasn't. Once it's a just cause, it's no longer forbidden, but it's not, oh, good intentions, I can kill them. No, that's not what it says. And whosoever shall be slain wrongfully, to his heir have we given powers, but let him not outstep the bounds in putting the manslayer to death, for he too in his turn will be assisted and avenged. And touch not the substance of the orphan, unless in an upright way, till he attain his age of strength, and perform your covenant. Verily the covenant shall be inquired of, and give not full measure when you measure, and weigh with just balance. This will be better and fairest for settlement, and follow not that of which thou hast no knowledge, because the hearing and the sight and the heart, each of these shall be inquired of. And walk not proudly on the earth, for thou canst not cleave the earth, neither shalt thou reach to the mountains in height.
Oh, this is evil, odious to thy Lord.
And this is a part of the wisdom which thy Lord hath revealed to thee. Set not up any other God with God,
Lest thou be cast into hell, rebuked, cast away.
What? Hath your Lord prepared sons for you, and taken for himself daughters from among the angels? Indeed, ye say a dreadful saying. The Devas in particular in India are treated like offsprings. Well, not all of them, but it varies. Moreover, for man's warning have we varied this Koran, yet it only increaseth their flight from it. Say as if ye affirm there were other gods with him. They would in that case seek occasion against the occupant of the throne. Glory to him immensely high, is highly exalted above their blasphemies. Yeah, so the blasphemy is the idea that God's in a throne and there's other gods competing and trying to take over that throne, and yeah, no. The seven heavens praise him, and the earth and all who are therein. Neither is there aught which doth not celebrate his praise. But their utterance of praise ye understand not. He is kind, indulgent. When thou recitest Al-Quran, we place between thee and those who believe not in the life to come a dark veil. And there's another verse or two that people refer to this idea of a veil. That so if you need, you pray verse 45 and maybe 46. I don't know. Yeah, maybe 46. Yeah. And we put coverings over their hearts, lest they should understand it, and in their ears a heaviness. It's narrated that once somebody came looking to harm Prophet Muhammad, and he came to the gathering and couldn't find him, and for some reason couldn't see him. So that's where some of that connects. And we put coverings over their ears, lest they should understand it, and in their ears is a heaviness. And when in the Quran thou namest thy one Lord, they turn their backs in flight. We well know what they hearken when they hearken unto thee, and when they whisper apart, when the wicked say, Ye follow no one other than a man enchanted. See what likeness they strike out for thee, but they are in error, neither can they find the path. They also say, After we shall have come bones and dust, shall we in sooth be raised a new creation? Say yes, though ye were stones or iron or any other creature to your seeming, yet harder. But they will say, Who shall bring us back? Say, He who created you at first. And they will wag their heads at thee and say, When shall this be? Say, Haply it is nigh. On that day shall God call you forth, and ye shall answer by praising him, and ye shall seem to have tarried but a little while. Enjoin my servants to speak in kindly sort.
Verily, Satan would stir up strifes among them, for Satan is man's avowed woe.
Your Lord well knoweth you, if he please, he will have mercy on you, or if he please, he will chastise you. And we have not sent thee to be a guardian over them. Thy Lord hath full knowledge of all in the heavens and the earth. Higher gifts have we presented to some of the prophets than to others, and we gave the psalter, and the psalter we gave to David. Say, call ye upon those whom ye fancy to be gods besides him, yet they will have no power to relieve you from the trouble, or to shift it elsewhere. Those whom ye call on themselves desire union with their Lord, striving which of them shall be nearest to him. They also hope for his mercy and fear his chastisement. Verily the chastisement of thy Lord is to be dreaded. There is no city which we will not destroy before the day of resurrection, or chastise it with a grievous chastisement. This is written in the book. Nothing hindereth us from ascending with the power of working miracles, except that the peoples of old treated them as lies. We gave to the moon the she-camel before their very eyes, yet they maltreated her. We sent not a prophet with miracles, but to strike terror. And remember when we said to thee, Verily thy Lord is round about with mankind. We ordained the vision which we have shewed thee, and likewise the curse tree of Koran, only for man to dispute of. We will strike them with terror, but it shall only increase in them enormous wickedness. So if you don't believe in the vision at all, this is really a criterion of faith. If you don't believe in the horrible tree, so we don't know if he had the vision. We don't know if it was bodily. We don't, so how are we witnessing this? But it was the servant. The servant, the And when we said to the angels, prostrate yourself before Adam, they didn't prostrate in worship. They prostrated towards, just like we pray in the direction of Mecca. In the Bible, they either prayed in the direction of Mecca or Jerusalem later on, and others they prostrated in a direction. But anyways, and they all prostrated, save Iblis. What, said he, shall I
Bow me before him, whom thou hast created of clay.
Seest thou this man whom thou hast honorest above
Me, verily, if thou respite me till the day of resurrection, I will destroy his offspring except a few.
He said, Begone, but whosoever of them shall follow thee, verily hell shall be your recompense, an ample recompense, and entice such of them as thou canst by thy voice, assault them with thy horsemen and thy footmen, and be their partner in their riches and in their children, and make them promises, but Satan shall make them only deceitful promises. And is that verse 74? Or is it 64? 64 is one of these verses that people say refers to music and stuff like this. Well, certainly most of the musical instruments has lyrics that are blasphemous, called bad deeds, bad beliefs. So I'm not sure how universal that is. As to my servants, no power over them shalt thou have, and thy Lord sufficient guardian. It is your Lord who speedeth onward the ships for you in the sea, that ye may seek of his abundance, for he is merciful towards you. When a misfortune befalleth you out at sea, they whom ye invoke are not to be found. God alone is there. Yet when he bringeth you safe to dry land, ye place yourselves at a distance from him, ungrateful as man. What are ye sure then, that he will not cleave the sides of the earth for you, or that he will not send against you a whirlwind charged with sands? Then shall ye find no protector. Or are ye sure that he will not cause you to put back to sea a second time, and send against you a storm blast and drown you, for that ye have been thankless? Then shall ye find no helper against us therein. Now, and now have we honored the children of Adam. By land and by sea have we carried them. Food have we provided for them of good things, and with endowments beyond many of our creatures have we endowed them. One day shall we summon all men with their leaders. They whose book shall be given to the right hand shall read their book, and be not wrong to thread. And he who has been blind here shall be blind hereafter, and wander yet more from the way. And verily they well nigh beguiled thee from what we revealed to thee, and caused thee to invent some other thing in our name. But in that case we would surely have taken thee as a friend, and had we not settled thee, thou hadst well nigh leaned to them a little. In that case we would surely have made thee taste of woe in life and of woe in death, and thou shouldest not have found a helper against us. And truly they had almost caused thee to quit the land, in order wholly to drive thee forth from it. But then themselves should have tarried but a little after thee. This was our way with the apostles, have we already sent before thee, and in this our way thou shalt find no change. Observe prayer at the sunset till the first darkening of the night, and the daybreak reading, for the daybreak reading hath its witness. The dawn, after the dawn prayer, during the dawn prayer. And watch unto it in the night. This shall be an excess in service. Voluntary prayers after your dusk prayer. It may be that thy Lord will raise thee to a glorious station, and say, O my Lord, cause me to enter with a perfect entry, and to come forth with a perfect forthcoming, and give me from thy presence a helping power, and say, Truth is come and falsehood is vanquished. Verily falsehood is a thing vanquished. And so verse 80 and 81 are good traveling, good establishing a place verses. And we sent down of Alcaron which is a healing and a mercy to the faithful. So verse 82. But it shall only add to the ruin of the wicked, and to wicked. So, and we sent down to ruin of the wicked, is verse 82. When we bestow favors on man, he withdraweth and goeth aside. But when evil toucheth him, he is despairing. Say, every one acteth after his own manner, but your Lord well knoweth who is best guided in his path, and they will acts of the Spirit. Say, the Spirit at my Lord's command, but of knowledge only a little to you is given. If we please, we could take away what we have revealed to thee. None couldst thou then find thee to undertake thy cause with us, save as a mercy from thy Lord. Greatly, verily, is his favor towards thee. Say, verily, were man and kin to produce the like of this Koran, they could not produce its like, though the one should help the other. And that's verse 88. Jinn are the fire beings, the invisible beings, the fallen angels. Not Malacca. I'm not saying Malacca. The Arabic's clear that Malacca and Jinn are different. But in English, that's what we say. And of a truth we have sent out to men of every similitude in this Quran, but most men have refused everything except unbelief, and they say, by no means will we believe on thee till thou cause a fountain to gush forth for us from the earth, or till thou have a garden of palm trees and grapes, and thou cause forth gushing rivers to gush forth in the midst, or thou makest the heaven to fall on us, as thou hast given out in pieces, or thou bring God and the angels to vouch for thee, or thou have a house of gold, or thou mount up into the heaven, nor will we believe in thy mounting up till thou send down to us a book which we may read. Say, praise be to my Lord. Am I more than a man, an apostle? So, sort of an issue that pertains to revelation of the Quran and the night journey that, say, praise me, my Lord, am I more than a man, an apostle? And what hindereth men from believing when the guidance had come to them? But they say, hath God sent a man as an apostle? Did angels walk the earth as its familiars? Had we surely sent them an angel apostle out of heaven? God is witness enough between you and me. His servants he scanneth. Ayat. And he whom God shall guide will be guided indeed, and whom he shall mislead thou shalt find none to assist but him. And we will gather them together on the day of the resurrection, on their faces, blind, dumb, and deaf.
Hell shall be their abode. So often as its fires die down, we will rekindle the flame. This shall be their reward, for that they believed not on our signs and said, When